our genes tune with our thoughts and emotions. And in ways that we do not yet understand, they activate and they deactivate based on our desires. Also, our immune system is getting stronger or weaker based on the quality of our relationships. This is a quote that I got out of this book, a book that I started reading this morning. This is a book by Deepak Chopra, as you can tell. The Italian title is Reinventare il corpo, risvegliare l'anima. And the original title is Reinventing the Body, Resurrecting the Soul. Although it was a Sunday, I am very happy about the way I managed myself in time today. I was able to accumulate over an hour of reading while staying active, as you can see. I'm very happy about it because by accumulating 80 minutes of reading today, I was able to catch up some with my daily goal of accumulating 60 minutes of reading per day, which is something that I haven't been able to do in the previous days because, as you might know if you watched some of the previous vlog entries, we've been busy on the field rehabbing one of our properties. Also, I feel that I have to thank you guys because being able, as I was today, to prioritize something important as reading is for me over the many things, the many tasks that I consider urgent on my daily life was also because I wanted to have some good content to share with you. So this vlog is helping me to put things in perspective and realize which one I want to prioritize, not only for me, for my personal development journey, for the creation of the reality that I desire, but also so that I can become more and more valuable to share more and more value through the content that we create. So thank you guys. Of course, I did read after starting the day with my meditation and after writing down my appreciations and affirmations. And as you can tell, I'm not the only one reading in the family or meditating. We try to do our best, especially when we are together, which is not that often, in the most harmonious way possible. If you want to know why I started using these Zen bells, I invite you to take a look at some of our previous vlog entries and you'll find out. Once at my desk, I caught up with some accounting work, and after that I wrote down the reflections about the previous day. Writing my reflections, which is journaling, is something that I like to do at the end of each day. But yesterday I procrastinated because I prioritized enjoying the present with my family over writing on my journal. So there you have it. Beside that, I then answered a few comments around the content, and I shared those on the social media. And I was finally able to finish the monthly checkpoint, not the monthly checkpoint about December, but the monthly checkpoint about November. So speaking about a few tasks that I impose myself that I am behind with according to my way of perceiving reality and relating with these tasks of mine. The rest of the day, until a few hours ago, we enjoyed it with some dear friends of ours, which really are part of our extended family. And we did that in the most harmonious way possible. This awareness of what we're about to eat. And so, besides saying grace, say just slow down and then enjoy your meal and the interaction with the people at the table. So
appreciate the ones that did the work.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
Appreciate.
So to remind us of that, we use the Zen bells.
What? Leave it to Elia.
What are you doing?
These Zen bells are something new. We just got them last week after reading the book Il dono del silenzio. The English title should be a different one. You will find it in the description. And yes, I don't know how long I'm going to be using these bells for, but as of right now, I find it to be a good idea, a good reminder, and I'm enjoying using them. So we'll see. No pressure. Otherwise, if I don't enjoy doing it, why should I continue? Anyhow, we had a very good time with these members of our extended family. And to show you the reality of things, our daily life and our reality, here is our beautiful minivan caravan from 2000. We called her Ruth, a reliable old car. Like a reliable old woman, like a grandma. That's why Ruth. The pride and joy. And we got it in April 2021 through Jack, thanks to Jack, who negotiated the acquisition with one of his neighbors who was about to move back up north. And we bought it for $600 through 2 payments of $300 each, and he still runs like a champ. He leaks a little bit. He has a few leaks, so many in fact that we asked the mechanic to fix a few, and he said, no, it's not worth the money to fix them all. So today we were topping up one of those leaks, and we took the occasion to do it with friends to have fun while doing it, because, every opportunity is a great one to enjoy the present together, instead of doing it on your own, be miserable about fixing stuff, top it off and go for a ride. And while we went for a ride, we wrote down a few addresses of houses that we are interested in sending letters to and potentially making an offer on. So there you have it. The simplest of things can make the present better if we know how to appreciate them and enjoy them with people we love. To end today's productive and harmonious day, let me go back to the book I started the vlog with. So I came across this book in a very particular way. It doesn't matter because it's in Italian. The link to the English version is in the description. So years ago, I read my very first book by Deepak Chopra. The title was Ageless Body, Timeless Mind. Very nice book. Highly recommend it. I suggested it to Eva, my wife. She read it right after. And I wanted to find the Italian version for my parents so that they could read it as well. We couldn't find it. So after a few tries, I looked for the second best book by Deepak Chopra. It's not the second best book. It's the book that I thought was the closest to the one I read and that I wanted my parents to read. So we bought them this book, Reinventare il corpo, risvegliare l'anima. And they received it. The English version is Reinventing the Body, Resurrecting the Soul. My mom received it in Italy and she never read it. In fact, she forgot she had it. So this last night, yesterday, I went to bed and I wanted to, since I finished the other book that she brought, Il dono del silenzio, The Gift of Silence, I said, since you have another book, so that it gives me the pressure to finish it quickly, to go through it quickly, being focused about reading. I don't want to go through books. I don't like to jog through books. I want to enjoy them. I want to get the most out of them. That's why I highlight them. I took notes and so forth. So I asked her where she got this book from. She said, well, I found it at home. But somebody brought it at home if you found it at home. So after talking about it, I started reading and I thought, man, this seems really close. It's very similar to the one I wanted you to read. And so, oh, that's why I have it, because in fact you couldn't find that, so you bought me this. And years after, she brought it here to Florida so that I could read it. So everything happens for a reason and at the perfect time. Now, I'm sure she will eventually read it after that I read it this time. And it's even better, because if I read it before her by highlighting things and writing notes in them, I can talk to her when she's going to be reading, which is the way I like to do it anyway. And since I want to conclude today's vlog by, as usual, by reading one of Abraham's cards, and today's card is about health, and this book is about health, of course, I wanted to read you a few more things that I got out of today's reading, and then we'll conclude the vlog by reading the card. Bear with me, because this is a book in Italian and I have to read it in Italian first and then translate to you guys. Il salto di qualità, so the breakthrough, avviene quando cominciamo a pensare a un problema in modo nuovo e fresco. So the breakthrough of something, about something, comes when you start to think about a problem in a different, fresher way. Il salto di qualità maggiore, the breakthrough, arrives when... Ok, il salto di qualità maggiore arriva quando cominciamo a pensare in modo illimitato. The breakthrough, the major breakthrough, arrives when we start to think in an unlimited way, so without boundaries, when we are confident. So first of all, I would like to highlight two things. That in both sentences, he says that everything starts... when we think about the problem. So everything starts with a thought, just like Abraham Hicks says, just like, I don't know, you name it, Napoleon Hill says, Wallace Watless, all these guys, Alan Watts, everything starts with a thought. And this quote made me think about another quote that I heard for the first time from Shiv Khera. Shiv Khera is an author, is politician in India, I think. He's a motivational speaker, and he says, it's not his either, but I heard it from him, so I reported it. I'm reporting it as if it was his quote. He says, we sow a thought and we reap an action. We sow an action and we reap a habit. We sow a habit and we reap a character. We sow a character and we reap a destiny. Thus, we can create our destiny by selecting our thoughts. How powerful is this? I love it. I love this stuff. So in this first chapter of the book, Deepak Chopra explains that contrary to most people's beliefs, our destiny is not in our genes. We change our reality through our thoughts, through our beliefs, and our genes adapt to our way of living, to our way of thinking. It's awesome. It's awesome. You gotta read it. It would be easier to just stay here and read you the book. Maybe we'll create a playlist about it. And today's card by Abraham Hicks is very aligned with this thinking. Today's card says, a doctor who offers hope can be of much value. And then he goes, I'm used to translate these things in Italian, so I was about to translate it to you in Italian, but today's vlog is in English, so I can just read through it. When medicine and science stop looking for cures and begin to look for vibrational causes or imbalances, they will see a much higher rate of recovery. If a doctor does not believe that you can recover from your illness, your association with that doctor is extremely detrimental, for there is much evidence to show that people can recover from supposedly incurable diseases. There are only two factors that have anything to do with your recovery: your desire and your belief. And a negative, incurable diagnosis is hindering your belief. Now, I know that this might seem strange. I don't want you to believe in these things. I just want you to explore the content of these authors. Read a book by Deepak Chopra. Read books by Abraham Hicks. Even in the book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, Dr. What's his name? Joseph Murphy, I think he's a doctor, I'm not sure. Joseph Murphy says that every medicine we take can support our recovery, our healing process, but it's really the subconscious mind, call it God, call it the Buddha, call it the source, call it however you want to call it, is really the source within us that cures itself. So this is just food for the thoughts, and that's why we like to create content that encourages people to read. So guys, thank you for the time you've dedicated to today's vlog as well. I'll see you on the next one. Tomorrow there will be the Italian vlog. It's one day in English, one day in Italian. And the most important thing is that you gotta be better with books. Improve your thinking by reading to improve.
This video has been brought to you
By us at
Real Estate Helpful Solutions.
We Buy Houses, helping people.
To find out more about how we can be of help, text or call us at 727-366-6916 or send us an email at the email address you see in the photo.